My planner is all ready to go wild, even though I may not be. Hi, I'm Tina. Welcome back. If you are new here, thanks for stopping in. I am going to go wild this year. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited about it. It is less than 2 weeks away and I'm freaking out. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have so many things I need to do. And I think the main thing is that I just need to get it all on paper. I did a couple of videos before, so this is technically like part 3 of my planner setup. It is the final flip through before I go wild. So I wanted to flip through it with you before I actually start filling all of the things in here. And I know once I do that, I'm going to feel a lot better because I'm probably more prepared and ready than I realize. In my first video, I share with you the inserts that I used to create this planner. I used printables from Light's Planner Action. I used all 3 of her Go Wild for 2024 inserts. Love them, super awesome, easy to use. You can reprint things that you need. And I am using an A5 and I punched them myself. Disc bound planner here set up. I did get the discs and the cover for this planner is frosted clear. And I got sticker book here and a washi tape. And these are all from LIVE.LOVE.POSH. And I'm really excited because I am now a LIVE.LOVE.POSH affiliate. I do have my link down below along with a discount code that you could use on your purchase. So that is some exciting new news that I wanted to share with you. And I also used stickers from Wrong Dallas sticker pack and her Midnight's aesthetic. This book worked really well because of the colors in here. There's like a lot of purples and I just really kind of liked all of the aesthetic in here, the clouds. And so you will see some of these stickers in here. I also got stickers from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. So I'm going to do a flip through of it and show you how everything turned out. I do have the detailed video in my second video, actually putting a lot of the beginning part of this planner together. So I'm just going to kind of flip through it pretty quickly. And then when I hit like the new stuff, I'll slow down a little bit for you. This was a lot of fun to set up. I really enjoyed doing this. This washi set came in 6 rolls. This is all I have left. I finished out 2 rolls of washi and I used most of the stickers in here. I'm super excited about this because I don't know, I'm like, have you ever finished a complete sticker book? I have not. I mean, I've come close, but this is really looking pretty clean. So I'm pretty excited. I know that I'm going to be using more of these stickers once I do like memory keeping. And that, of course, will happen once I come back. Now, if you're not familiar with Go Wild, it is a planner conference. It's held every year. It's the biggest planner conference. This year, it's going to be in Dallas. This is the second time that I am going, and I'm really excited about it. And I've got like the cowgirl motif in here. I really like the way that these pages turned out. I did create this pocket in here and I put my contact cards in here, which I want to share those with you. And I got these from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. Aren't they so beautiful? I love JoJo. She creates all of her stickers. She draws them herself. So they're all hand drawn, like every single thing in here. And I really love her contact cards that you can get. She has an assortment of them. And then I just had my information put on there with the picture. I have just a couple of those tucked in here. And the other ones I'll keep like in a little pouch just so that way they're handy for me to give out throughout the conference. Created some pretty pages up here. Now this is like information. The hotel is going to be the Lowe's Hotel in Arlington, Texas. And we've got the flight details I have to fill in here, the airport transportation. Here's some fun pages. I colored these in since you saw this planner last. And my prep list of things to do, a budget page. I do like to keep things kind of private at times, so that's why I haven't filled it in yet. And I have my packing list here. I need to get shoes. Like, that's my main thing. I have like comfortable tennis shoes, but I want to get something that's a little bit cuter, but also comfortable. So this is all my packing list and all of the things. My batch box, I just got that. I'm going to be doing a video of that. And then I've got an outfit planning pages here. And I have, these are just kind of fun pages that are part of the inserts where it looks like they're texting back and forth here. And this is a page to write down like the shops that I bought stuff at. And there's going to be a few pop-up shops at the conference. I'm excited about that because when I went in 2022, they did not have that. And actually, Live Love Posh is going to be one of those. And then this is another fun page. This is a Llamas to See in Texas page. And I definitely need to fill that out because there's so many people that I want to make sure that I meet. And I do want to set up a time like, hey, come and meet me. I'm going to be here type of little get together. And once I get there on Wednesday, I will kind of figure it out. And then I will go ahead and announce that on Instagram and then here on YouTube in the communication posts area. So if you are going to go wild, let me know. Drop that down below. I would love to meet up with you, get to meet you in real life. That's the whole fun of these conferences, is being able to meet all of your planner friends in real life, and I can't wait for that. All right, so here are some more decorated pages. I have an itinerary that I printed out. I'm going to actually pull this out and share that with you. I decided to print it on a full page and just fold it in half. This was provided by Chrissy Ann Designs. But I tried to print it smaller so I could fit it into here, but the font was just way too small. So I just figured I'm going to print it on a full sheet, fold it in half, and then just tuck it in here. So I have to actually go in and fill out all of the days. Oh, it's going to be so incredibly packed. Oh my goodness. I am going to need to sleep for a week when I get back. All right, we've got another decorative page, but here we are starting with Wednesday. So here I added these tabs in here, and these are actually just clear, transparent, sticky tabs that I put the days of the week on here. I've got Wednesday through Sunday because that is when I will be there. I'm flying in on Wednesday. I fly in from Chicago, so it's not a super long flight. And this is my travel day. Of course, I will fill out my itinerary, but as you can see, I did decorate the pages with the washi and then some stickers surrounding the perimeter of the pages. I just really like that. Obviously, there's a lot of blank space because I'm going to need the space to write things. And I really like the line grid because then that way I'm not writing all crooked. Now we are going into just like a blank page for me to journal and write things in there. This will be a great place for me to do the same thing. There's Wednesday recap, so that's a prompt right there. And then now we're going into Thursday, which is the first day of the conference. At 11 o'clock is the planner fair. You pick up your bag. They give you a tote bag to use throughout the conference. And you just get to walk around and meet your friends, and it's going to be so much fun. The planner fair, they usually have a lot of really cool like photo opportunities there, and like I said, a lot of meet and greets. So that is going to be so much fun. So I have these pages in here. We have Ashley from Cloth and Paper and Laurel Denise. They are going to be there for meet and greet. And then Heather from Cal of a Plan is going to be there to be doing a make and take. And then there is going to be a live podcast with Meg and Myra from Planners and Wine. So that's going to be fun. And a lot of this information, are still kind of waiting on the details of it. The nice thing is they do have a Go Wild app. So if you are attending, you download the app and then there's a lot of information in there. So we'll get more details, but I wanted to set up the pages. I like things in chronological order. I don't like to go back and forth a lot. So I have these extra pages here for just like journaling, pictures, things like that. And then there's going to be a karaoke welcome party, and they're going to have like dueling pianos. And I'm not singing. I can't sing. Nobody wants to hear me sing. Trust me. But it's going to be a lot of fun because I know that there's a lot of talented people out there. So that'll be, like I said, a lot of fun to hear what everybody has to sing. And keeping it light and lively and fun is always the best thing to do whenever you like go for karaoke. All right, we've got a Thursday recap. You could see how I trimmed every page here with washi at the top and the bottom. All right, now we're getting into Friday, and Friday is when the big kickoff is. It is going to be such a long day. Oh my goodness, I was just going over this with my husband, and I am like, holy cow, I'm going to be so tired. So the doors open for the conference at 7:30. That's really early. So that is when you go in and you find a table that you want to sit at. It will be a sponsored table, and you get to keep the swag from that table. There's a lot of people. I'm not even sure what the count is at. I know it's definitely over 1,500 people. If you have heard what it is, drop it below in the comments. Let me know. But yeah, lots of people looking for a place to sit at a table that they want the swag. So that's going to be always a lot of energy and a lot of fun. I am going to try to figure out a comfortable place for me to sit where I can see everything. And then I'm going to see what tables are around there. And then I will pick whatever table I want to sit at. There's no list of who is sponsoring the tables. Go on the Facebook group or go on Instagram stories and kind of see what's going on. And so it's kind of an interesting way to find your place to sit because you're going to be there for a couple of hours. And my whole thing is yeah, I want some cool swag, but I want to be comfortable. I want to be facing forward, and those are the things that I think about. That day is all about who sponsored the table. If you're doing table make gifts, which I will talk about that in just a few moments, that happens on Saturday. So you don't have to bring your table make gifts on Friday unless you want to and you've made enough table make gifts for both days. Then that's your prerogative, and table make gifts are completely optional. You do not need to buy them. You don't have to do anything but show up, okay? Contact cards are nice to have because when you meet people, it's nice to hand them something, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be something that you just print up. It can be a QR code on your phone that you just have people scan, anything like that. Or it doesn't have to be anything at all. Just like I said, show up, have fun, enjoy yourself, and do all of the things. Like there's so many different things going on, and you really want to participate in them. And that's really where you get like the full experience of the conference. It's really like what you put into it is what you're going to take home from it. So just remember that. And if you're going by yourself, you will meet somebody. Don't worry about it. Come and hang out with me. Like find me, and I will be more than happy to hang out with you. I am not an introvert. I'm super friendly in person. So I welcome everybody. So please do not be shy. If you see me, come up to me, say hi. Don't feel like you're interrupting me or anything like that or disturbing me. I am all about wanting to meet everybody. So I'm super excited about that. All right, let's keep going. I should have been talking and flipping at the same time. All right, so we have the speakers. So I looked at the itinerary, and then that's how I went ahead and I filled in my speakers in here. The pictures that I got, all I did was go to the Go Wild page and I printed that out, and I actually printed it out on just regular paper, and then I just glued them down. It was just easier for me. You could print them out on sticker paper, but I really didn't have enough sticker paper, and this was just a little bit more cost effective for me. So this is what I went ahead and did, and it worked out perfectly. All right, so I went ahead and added these little half sheets in here because I only had the one page for the speaker. And I thought, well, what if I want to write more notes? I tend to want to write a lot of notes. You know, people will say things that just really resonate with me, and I have a horrible memory. I need to write them down. So I created the pages for each speaker really just like this. So I've got this side, which is blank, and then I've got their picture. The name here was already printed because that was part of the insert that I got. And then I added this little half sheet. So I have plenty of room here to jot down all of the things. I'm super excited about everybody that's going to be there. And then now we're into the next one here. This is Bonnie from Archer and Olive. And we've got Kristen Adamian from Chrissy Ann Designs. And I drew just some lines on that side because I didn't have any line grid there. And then this is a singer-songwriter. I don't know who she is, so I do need to look her up because I do like to be aware of who's speaking and have a little bit of knowledge before I get to the conference. We have Amber Kemp Gershel. She's going to be there from Damask Love. Love her. She's so much energy. Like, oh my gosh, she is so sweet and I really, really enjoy her every time. I've seen her a couple of times and I've enjoyed her every single time. So she's doing a workshop, so I'm not sure what that's going to really entail. And then Martha Stewart is going to be there. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm so excited. And yeah, it's such a really, really cool thing. So I have my pages set up for her. So she wraps up Friday. Then we take a break, and there is going to be all kinds of like separate little meetups going on. So I have a couple of them that I am attending after the main conference. So there's a break from like 2 to I think like 7. And during that time period, that's when I'll be meeting up with some people. So I'm super excited for that. So I decided to create these fun waterfall pages, and I used a mixture of stickers from Live.LOVE.POSH and also RONGRONG's Midnight's Aesthetic. And I really love the way that these turned out. They're just really pretty. And I'm going to just kind of flip through them here. And obviously they're blank. I just have them trimmed out for the tabs, the waterfall tabs. Did add a few stickers in the corner because I'm saving this all for just like pictures and journaling, things like that. So a lot of fun setting that up. And then there is going to be a wild crop with Mark here. I have a couple of pages there. And then Bess from Lights Planner Action, she is going to be doing a workshop. Super excited to see her again. Another just really, really sweet lady, full of energy. I really, really enjoy Bess. And I've got pages there for her. And then Amanda, I honestly, I'm not familiar with her, so I apologize, but she's going to be doing a workshop. And then I have a couple of blank pages here. Just again, I added the trim in there. It really like just kind of spruces up the pages, and I can use them for anything. And then we have a wrap up of Friday unforgettable moments, and then a Friday recap. And then I just added again some more washi in there, and now we're going into Saturday. And so you can kind of see how I used all of the washi, and it just kind of like frames the pages out. It's super easy to do. And I also used markers in here to add some color. All right, so Saturday, this is where we go ahead and exchange table make gifts. Again, if you choose, they are not required. Don't feel like you need to do it. If you feel like you want to give something, but it's really just not in the budget for you, completely understandable. I have an idea for you. You can get cardstock paper, make some cards, and put a little note in there. Just write out your information, maybe decorate it with a few stickers. I know you have stickers, or you could write a little like positive quote in there and pass that out. Honestly, like anytime you handwrite something, it just makes the other person feel really special. I don't know. I really appreciate things like that. And I'm sure that many of you out there feel the same way. So just a little bit of a tip if you're feeling a certain way about not having gifts to give. Now, I am doing table make gifts, and ask me, are they ready to go? No. I do have the items. I have them on the side. I think I've purchased everything that I want with the exception of how I'm going to actually wrap it. I do kind of like to wrap it just simple in tissue paper with a little ribbon on there. And I will not assemble that until I get to Dallas because things will just get like crushed in your suitcase. So that's another suggestion that I have for you if you are going to be doing table make gifts and as far as wrapping goes. All right, so that is what's happening Saturday. Now I have just some blank pages here that I can journal in, or I can use it as an overflow for this panel that is speaking. I think that they're just doing like a Q&A with all of these ladies here. So I'm excited about that. And we're going to go in here. We've got Tanya from Erin Condren going to be there, CEO. So excited to meet her. I am an affiliate of Erin Condren, and actually I got this folio and I ordered this specifically for Go Wild. So I'm going to be putting my planner in here. And I also have this really cute little pencil case. And I decided to get this one because I thought that this would be a great place for me to carry my charger, my extra battery for my phone, maybe my hand sanitizer. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in here, but honestly, I think I'm going to keep it to like tech stuff that I need. So that's the main reason why I got that. And I thought having the set would be really, really cute. All right, let's keep moving on here. Now we have a workshop with Irene from Simply Gilded and Jerica. I'm so excited about that. I'm just so excited about everything. And then we have a speaker, Frank Warren. Now, I am not familiar with him, but he was a speaker last year, and word has it that he was amazing. Obviously, he's back again this year, so he must have been very impressive for them to invite him again, and just really excited about that. So I set up my little half page in here again for that because I wanted to have some extra room. Let's see if something's on there. And then V Safar, Under the Desk News. I am not familiar with them, but I'm excited to see what they have to say. So I did, again, the same setup here. And now we're going into some just extra pages that I can journal and add pictures in. And now we're talking about Plan Jamma, and that is what wraps up the conference for Saturday night. So the conference will end again about 2 o'clock, and then you have that space there between 2 and 7 when Plan Jamma starts to meet up for dinner with somebody, or maybe go back to your room and just kind of like, have a few moments to yourself. That's kind of my plan because Friday is going to be like super packed for me. I definitely feel like I'm going to be needing a break. And if you're going to Go Wild and you need a break, take the break. Just do what you need to do for your own self, and everybody will understand. It's fine if you don't want to participate in something, or if something is you feel uncomfortable with something, whether it be any of the speakers, whatever it may be, step away. Just step away from it. I know personally, I back in 2022, I had to step out. I seated myself in the back, and I did have to step out at one moment because what the individual was talking about was kind of like triggering me, and I removed myself from the situation. And it's completely fine. Do what you need to do to be well for yourself, because you want to have fun, you want to enjoy yourself, but sometimes the stories that people share, maybe they are triggering for you. So just something to remember and keep in mind, and don't feel bad about not participating in everything. It's completely up to you. You want to be comfortable with what you're putting into this event, and that way you will be happy once you leave. All right, let's talk about Plan Jamma. Happy Planner sponsors Plan Jamma, and I have to tell you that that party was so much fun. And I got there late. Like, don't go to Planjama late. It only lasts for a few hours. Get there when it's starting. You want to enjoy everything. They have drinks and there's food, and obviously there's dancing. You wear your pajamas that you're comfortable in or whatever you're comfortable in. Don't worry about it. Last time I didn't wear pajamas. I just wore an outfit that I had and I was perfectly fine with that. This year, I do have some pajamas, so I'm going to be wearing those. I don't want to say anything more about it because I want you to experience it and be just like in awe when you walk into the room. But it's just a lot of fun. So I've got a couple of pages for that in here. Again, I used a mix of stickers in here. I have stickers from JoJo in here, and I have stickers from Wrong in here. And then we have a Saturday recap. And did that really happen? And then I haven't colored these pages in. So as we get further into the back here, a lot of things I have not colored in yet, but I still have time. And doing this really is sort of like a fun build up to the event. Just putting this all together, it just gets me like energized and really excited about it. And it's all part of the process. So if you have not set up a planner for yourself yet, you've got plenty of time to do it. I'm not sure if Jessica, she is Live Love Posh, will have these stickers at her pop-up shop. I would think that she would, but don't quote me on that. But that would be awesome if she did. Because then, you could pick it up and you could do like memory keeping and do all of the things. And all you really need is just like a journaling notebook. You don't have to do anything fancy. Like I said, I decided to do printables because it just worked out perfect for me. So glad that I did that because I've had to like reprint pages. I actually had to repunch a few pages because I reprinted them and then I punched them. I punched them crooked. So, but you know what? Things happen. That's the way it goes. All right, let's turn here. I colored this cute little llama in Plan Hard, Party Harder. And I know we are all going to be feeling that way at the end of Go Wild. So now here are just some more pages. And then I do have Sunday in here. I need to color that in. This is the day that I am flying out. I do have to check out of the hotel. I'm not sure what time. I have to look all that up. But my flight doesn't leave till like evening. So I don't have to be at the airport till I think like 5. And honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do between checkout and that time because I'm going to have my suitcases. So I'm hoping that I can keep them at the hotel maybe until I'm ready to go to the airport, or maybe somebody that's staying longer will let me keep them in their room. I don't know. I have to figure it out, but I will figure it out because that's just the way I am sometimes. Honestly, when I go on vacation, my mindset is really different. I sort of kind of fly by the seat of my pants a little bit, and it all works out, and I usually end up having a really fun time. So planning everything down to the exactness of it all, it's good, but things happen, and sometimes you just gotta fly by the seat of your pants because that's just the way it is sometimes. These are really cute pages, my top 3 moments at Arlington, and then I have like some blank pages here, unforgettable moments, thoughts as I'm leaving, and then just some more like wild reflections. And I do have this insert here. It is a clear pocket. I actually got this from the Happy Planner. And what I did was I cut these down because it just fit in here perfectly. If I just trimmed it a little bit. And this is like a place I'll probably put contact cards in there. That way I can collect them and have them all together. I also might put in a clear adhesive pocket. I have one here, but I haven't quite decided. I've got a few things in here that I need to take with me. Some like little stickers that I printed up, but I might put a clear adhesive pocket there because having those little extra pockets, it's kind of a good place to put like all of the little extra things that you get What I generally like to do is when I collect contact cards from people at the end of the night when I get back to my room, I like to take those out and separate them by day. So that way, at least I know what day I met those people. You might get a whole lot and you may not remember, but I like to have this little plexi pocket here, and that's my way of kind of like organizing my contact cards. So here's the end of the pages. This she designed for pictures to put on there. Again, all of these pages are going to be for like memory keeping and filling all of that in. So I really like the way that this turned out. I'm just kind of flipping and talking. None of the stuff is filled out back here, but let me show you how this is going to work in here. Now, Erin Condren does not do discs. If you're not familiar, it's a coil brand, coil planners, but I really wanted to do discs for this setup. I just like using those for my conferences because then that way I can make them my own and move pages around and figure all of the things out. And this fits in here perfectly. Like these are small discs, and this particular size is the A5 size. So that is an A5 planner. And I do have some room in here, so I can always tuck in like contact cards in here as well, or any like extra stickers that I have. I have these here that I still need to use. I could put a pen in there, and then I will be like all set. And this has a zip around, so I really like that. All right, so oh my gosh, my planner is set and ready to go. I just need to fill in all of the things, and once I have everything on paper, I know that I'm going to feel so much better. The one thing that's honestly stressing me out is like the luggage, because we're going to get swag. How much we're going to get, I have no idea. And that's the whole thing. I think is stressing me out. And honestly, I've talked to other people and I'm getting that same vibe from everybody else. You just don't know what you're going to get. And you're like, am I leaving enough room in my suitcase? And then you have to worry about the weight issue, getting on the plane. So that's a stressful thing. It's different than going on just a regular vacation. Yes, you bring things back and you bring souvenirs back, but it is nothing like the swag that you get. So those are my stressors right now. And if you're feeling the same way, drop a comment down below. Let's talk about it. On the way there, I will make sure that my carry-on has the things I need, my makeup and my clothes, and everything else can go into a checked bag. If something crazy happens and my luggage gets lost, I want to make sure that I have what I need to enjoy myself at the conference. I have new luggage this year, so I sort of need to figure that out, but I am excited about it because it is newer and it's lighter and it's purple. If you are going to go wild, let's try to meet up. I would love to meet you. It's so much fun. Get a picture. I'm really, really looking forward to it. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Be sure that you are following me on Instagram, because while I am there at Go Wild, most of the content that I will be sharing on a regular basis will be on Instagram. And if you are not on Instagram, then you can see all of my follow-up stuff here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. And if you watch this all the way through till the end, leave me a purple heart. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.